Hey, we're here at level 1, back from Detroit Maker Fair, and this is a fire-breathing pony, and I suck at documentation, so we're just doing a video to explain a little bit how it works. So, first off, this is Butterscotch, the fire-breathing pony. Started life as a child's toy, and we just did a few modifications to take control of it and to allow us to blow fire out of her mouth. So first we're going to start with the controls. The Butterscotch has several microcontrollers to start with, but they allow her to move autonomously, which isn't the best thing to have on a fire-breathing toy. There's a few in the head and there's a few in the body. So what we had to do is we cut the power to these microcontrollers, and then we intercepted the pins on the microcontroller that went into these motor drivers up here. And each of them have 4. So there's 2 motors in the head and there's 3 motors in the body, but they're each controlled off of 4 pins here and 4 pins down here. So we intercepted the pins and are just using an Arduino to emulate the microcontrollers on the board to give us direct control. So for the input, we're just using a Wiimote to get this up and running quickly in time to get to Maker Fair. So we have left and right, we have a little bit of buggy software. We have up and down. She has other movement, such as tilting the head around and the tail, but we haven't fully implemented those. Yeah, so there's no way to really stop her when she gets going. So that's how we took control of the motor control system. And there's a board very similar to this with 4 pins on it in the body that is actually controlling the neck, left, right, up and down, and the tail. So once we had control of that, we needed to add the fun part, which is the fire. So the fire is really 2 different parts. We have the ignition, which is handled by a modified grill igniter. It's going off in the nose, and that ignites the fuel source, which is just starter fluid, which runs up this tube from in the body and is spit out through the nose over that igniter. To actually apply pressure to this and cause it to squirt the fluid out. Tim has built this nice system. It's just a PVC pipe with a Bowden cable on it to allow us to apply pressure from the distance, and then adjustable so we can adjust it for the different heights that we have of the different cans so that we can put anything in we need. And the tube, we modified the tops to these cans so that we could just switch the cans out, because they only last for a minute or 2 when you're actually blowing fire out of them. And that way we could quickly switch them from one to another. And that pretty much sums up where it's at now. We have a lot of plans for it, but that's what we got. Hopefully we'll have a lot more to show later on.